Hey everyone, this is Brimstone.
And I'm on once again.
Yes. And we're still here in Jira's basement. And we have to break the bad news to him. What? What'd you say? Yeah, monsters in your basement. At least they're not in your pocket.
Well, aren't we presumptuous?
Yeah.
You can get rid of them.
Well, at least he has respect for adult swordsman skills, unlike Lech.
Now there is that.
Seriously, Jira in this game reminds me of this one character in Castlevania, Order of Ecclesia. I don't know if you've played that game or not yet.
Just a bit.
In the town, there's this one guy who's actually the potions maker, and he's one of the weirdest characters. Jira reminds me of him, where he's like, yes, get this, if you dare! In all capital letters, you know, it's like, I'll trust you for now. It's like, you find it later on, it's like, yeah, I'm sorry if I talk like this, it's just, I've had some weird things happen to me, and I know I'm not sane. And I was like, and you're the potions maker? Yeah. And this is everyone talking, thank you for saving Lily and whatnot. And yeah, Eska being presumptuous there. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna tell you the town gossip. And we have found Marcus. Okay, yeah, I guess that was a little vague, too vague of a joke.
I must admit that one did go over my head.
Indiana Jones, Marcus Brody.
Ah, okay.
Got lost in his own museum, huh? Oh, I think the goddesses have already blessed us. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. And now,
Adol has seen what lies behind the big black orb.
yeah. And we're not even going to touch the green door. Sorry.
Quite alright.
Again, we're talking about more references I doubt very many people are going to get. Is it done? Is it done? Is it finally done? It sounds like it is.
Is it soup yet?
And indeed, finally, the armor is freaking done. Seriously, make it a...
What competition?
Yeah, I know. Seriously, you're on a floating island. I doubt there's going to be any other armor smiths here. At least in this area.
I mean, there are other towns, but...
Yeah.
We're separated from them by... a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be seeing that later, definitely. And just showing the different armors here. I'm going to go ahead and buy the Tier 1 equipment. Or, excuse me, Tier 2. Now, we were mentioning grinding spots earlier. In the Turbo version, you can go through Zera's basement. I believe it takes like 30 minutes, and you can get all the Tier 3 equipment. It's like one of the best grinding spots. Because of how fast the monsters come and the ability that Adol has of just running into monsters and killing them as opposed to actually having to use an attack button. In this version, though, it's the monster flow's a lot slower, and it's not as useful grinding spot, although it is good to get Tier 2 equipment. It's just way too slow to get Tier 3, in my opinion. And you can get by on Tier 2 for a while. Yes. So Dr. Tran wants to be an armorer. Okay, just trying to finish up all the dialogue here.
Not a problem.
Now, this is interesting. You talk to the Elder, he makes mention of the fact that we can't find the last one. He actually gives you a very good hint here. Which actually is quite useful because in the Turbo version, they don't give any hints whatsoever how to find the 6th area. By the way, did you catch that? That pause that I can't believe, in 3 words and then ... and then 2 other words.
I'm not sure what to make of that.
Kind of reminds me of the Mega Man Game Boy game, especially Mega Man 3, where they had, like, Wily would say, like, you know, how dare you attack the mighty or it was like something, and just 1 word at the end. Anyways, enough of that. Now, here, I'm actually going to do the versions here. Right now, I'm just going to show how to get through here. Yeah, there's a lot of monsters here. Although nothing like there was in the Turbo version. As unsaid, it's just a swarm of pixels coming at you. And yes, this is indeed... Now here, you see it's caved in, so that pretty much tells you that the cave-in we saw behind Dr. Flare and the mines is where you would normally go. But we had to go through a shortcut. And yeah, if you kill the monsters here, you get this message. And which brings up an interesting point. The monsters in Jira's basement are not infinite like they were in the Turbo version and earlier versions.
Oh. So you actually can clear out his basement.
Yes, and you actually do get XP bonus for it. And Priest fact here, being last priest, gives us a lot more information than the others, and actually says something different at the beginning. Plot. Yeah, so monsters are attacking. We have to go to this temple summon, meet the 2 goddesses, defeat the monsters, share something to help us, yada yada yada. And he explains how the Scroll of Guidance works. And we get the Scroll of Guidance that apparently came out of the Statue of Fact's ass, I don't know. Yes. Now this leads to an interesting point. You can actually go to the Ice Virgin Nulty and not actually go to the statues and use the Scroll of Guidance. Originally, I believe you had to go use the Scroll of Guidance, then come back and the door would open or something like that. Or they would, or the goddess's statue would open it.
You can just kind of blow off the whole subquest this time, huh?
Yeah, but it's always good to get information. So anyway, just showing the effects of grinding here. Note that I'm actually going to have 2 save states here. One, before I actually clear Jira's basement, before I clear Jira's basement and the inside of the temple, and one that I do, which is the one you're seeing here. because there's a specific magic ring later on that lets us talk to monsters, and I'm going to be doing a bonus videos where I'm going to attempt to talk to all the monsters and get all the dialogue. So, and if you kill the monsters, we won't get to hear their dialogue, so. You might notice a lack of sound effects too. For some reason at the 10-minute mark, the sound decided to not record on Camtasia, so I had to put in the Chronicles version of the music.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yep. And silence descends in the area. And there's that XP bonus I was telling you about.
Now, do the monsters all have unique names like the NPCs?
Yep.
Nice.
Every single one of them has a different name. It actually tells you what type of monster they are, too.
Oh, that's class.
And I decided to add in the music we'd normally hear if we went inside Jira's house in all the other versions. Bring back some nostalgia here. And yeah, he doesn't mind if we go into his basement. Yeah.
We'll just move in.
Yeah, not me. I'm just gonna get out of here. That's where it's yours. What's that?
I was gonna say, set up a mattress down there, put up some posters.
Yeah. Megadeth posters, some pin-ups, porno mags, cigs, hide the pot behind the stone on the right. Put in a bunch of signs that you stole from the curb. I think I'm describing my uncle here, sorry. Oh, long story on that one. And Santa's extra dialogue. If you talk to people that have evil detection abilities, they mention that the evil presence needs to be gone, and thank you for clearing out Jira's basement, and yada yada yada. Moving to a different area. So I'm actually going to head over to, well, actually talk to her. No, she seems lucky because Lily's all better and gets to play with her, yay. I guess that's good since I think the only kids here are boys, like Colt over there. Eventually I'm going to head over to Dr. Flair's clinic, because you can actually buy medicinal herbs there, and they're pretty cheap. But also there's some interesting dialogue with the nurse, who has a Naga moment. Yeah. And they had to have her do the whole thing like Naga from Slayers. I don't know what that's all. Ever since that, it seems like every of those comic fantasy character has to have a, female lead with, well-endowed boobs that has that laugh. And yeah, you can actually talk to Dr. Flair about the 2 ingredients. Doesn't say much though. The Rhoda nut, I'll explain, actually refills your MP. The Calcetta flower, however you pronounce it, is pretty much the flower plot device. And yeah, they're talking about us on the bulletin board.
A newsmaker.
Yep. I like this, though. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, only...
They're a little slow on the uptake there, Sam.
Yeah. Redheaded traveler. Apparently, they didn't mention we're the only traveler in, like, ages, so you would think it would dawn on him. Oh, well. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We're running very short on time, so until next time, this is Brimstone.
And always a pleasure.
Yep, and next time we tackle the ice ridge. See you guys later.